We're here for another night of the Rec Poker Home Game Double Game Edition. Normal, no limit hold'em nightly series, and then the mixed practice game as well too. Get that stream title updated. All right. Hold here. Probably not gonna play the 6-7. Everyone is doing well. Thanks. There we go. Last Wednesday of the month, 30 days, April. Yeah. So we got the No Limit Hold'em Player of the Year series going next week. Do we call here? We're gonna be out of position. We're so deep. Probably shouldn't. Give me checking here. A ton. And just folding. Even though we've got 2 overs in the backdoor flush draw, just gonna give it up. So yeah, we got the normal No Limit Hold'em series. We've got practice event for Badugi down here. Don't know how to play Badugi. It's like a low ball game. So deuce to 7 low ball is a draw game, but this one you only have 4 cards, and your goal is to get the 4 lowest cards. Ace counts as low in this game. That are all different suits. So you want to have different suits when you're playing this game. And a 3-card Badugi will beat a 2-card Badugi, and a 4-card Badugi beats a 3-card Badugi, and all that like fun stuff. So we'll be playing a bit of that this evening. Hopefully you catch on. If you have any questions, just let me know. A ton of questions? Well, we did a whole podcast about Badugi, so go check that out. There's some merit to checking. The merit to betting is we deny high cards some of their equity. Jacks are one of those cards that we're going to get folds out of. I don't imagine they're going to be betting too much, but they are going to probably bet draws like 8, 10, clubs and stuff like that. So I guess I'm going to call, but I'm probably going to fold a lot of rivers. Oh, and in Badugi, you don't want paired hands. I think I'm just going to straight up fold this. It's kind of tight, but I don't know. I just don't know what we beat in that instance. Like, are they really going to just bet twice with random junk? That's the downside of checking there, but when we check, we play in position, and we're hoping to, get them to bluff other things into us, but I don't know. I think we can let that one go. We have no clubs. That would have been one of the better turn cards for us. Not one of the better rivers. Folded when we were in 3rd place. Hey JB, how you doing? Thanks for getting your guests in for the Twitch giveaway this evening. If you're watching on Twitch, we do a giveaway every night. If you can guess exactly how we finish in the tournament tonight, you will win a free month of Rec Poker Premium. And since we have 2 tournaments tonight, it's the better of the 2 tournaments. So if we finish 2nd in one and 30th in the other, and JB guessed 2nd, JB would win. So go out there and get your guesses. Gibber. Good evening. 7th tonight. Gibber won last week. He guessed that we would finish first, and we did it not only once, but we did it twice. So Gibber is a recent winner. We do, if you're already a Rec Poker Premium member, we'll apply that in a somewhat similar way. So I think Gibber was going to take a 50-50 stake in a 1650. So we'd play a 1650 tournament on ACR. Whatever we cash for, I send half of it to Gibber. I win, you win type of thing. And we'll watch it play out on stream. If that's what Gibber wants to do this evening. 3-8, the Octo Crab. We'll, looks like Gibber wants to run that 50-50, so we'll, can't get that fired up here. It sometimes takes a while to find a game, so hopefully we can do that. Sit and go. There's one that just started, so I'm actually going to take that one. We're just in the 2nd level, rather than trying to wait for an entirely new one. So, that'll be up here. It's not the go for the gold no more. Look at that. Did we just win a hand? So, we'll show hands there. We'll also be playing all our other stuff, so we'll go wherever the hands are exciting. This is a pretty decent hand to have from the big blind. Sevens here. We're so deep, I think what we're going to end up doing is just calling and essentially set mining. 7. No 7. Here, with limped around, so it's a relatively small pot. We've got a 7-6-3. We need a diamond. It's an alright 3-card Badugi, but not that great. A diamond makes it fantastic. So now we'll bet out here. I imagine we get a decent amount of folds, but we get a lot of draw ones, and then we're betting into stuff. So, nice pot for us there. Here, we're going to call from the button with the King Jack. Here are the 7s. We checked around flop. We get this turn. Terrible turn card for us, and we really don't have much interest in playing that. So, flop jack high. We get someone to lead into us. We're just going to essentially call down here. We don't want to raise them and get them off their bluffs, so we'll just call. Imagine they bet a lot here, and we just keep calling. Here we made a 4-card Badugi, but it's not a great one. 9-8-6 is not the best. We continue to call. King is pretty darn good for us. I mean, we lose to diamonds and Queen 10, which they have some of that, but it's like we have King Jack. We beat Ace King. We beat King Queen. I think we have to call off here, but I'm not loving it, Gibber. Kind of like it, but kind of don't all at the same time. Pure bluff. Let's go. Sweet. a good one for us. We were playing Badugi and we just drilled it. We lost the last hand. We had a, what did I show? An 8-7 or a 9-8. And they had a 7-6. Yeah, they had a 7-6-4-3. So we got crushed. I could fold river, but I'm not that much of a nit. We're just going to keep hammering the bets here. 6-5-3 is for sure the best if they're not raising, so we're just going to keep betting and take our chips back. So yeah, off to a good start here in the 50-50 for Gipper, up to second place right away after that King-Jack hand. I mean, it's just early stages of a kind of low buy-in tournament. Like I feel like people are just going to go too crazy there. It helps that we rivered 2 pair, but I don't know. Had I not rivered 2 pair, I think I'm still going to call the all-in sizing, just not believing our opponent much there. So the blinds go quick in this one, so having 2 starting stacks is really helpful for like weathering that storm. I think I'm just gonna fold the King 4. Oh, I lost over 500 chips already. I don't like that. I think it's slightly too weak to 3-bet for value and too strong to 3-bet as a bluff. Gibber says he'd call there too. Yeah, we got him, Gibber. We got him. Trying to bluff me? I'm an absolute nit. You can't. Or a calling station. You can't bluff me. I always call down. 7 of diamonds on this board. I'm not worried. I'm gonna go with if they jam and they fold. When they jam and they call, I think we're supposed to get out of the way, because we kind of have one of those middle situations where we're against one person, either the diamond is good or the pair is good, but against 2 people we might just be second place in draw category and second place in made hand category, or just like way behind the queen 10. Okay. I'm glad they called, because I think I would have and been drawing dead. So thank you for saving us there, random person. We'll go down to Badugi here. We've got an ace deuce. So ace deuce 4-8. It's 2 suited, so we have to get rid of the diamond and the club, so we're going to keep the best. The ace deuce is good. It would have been really nice to have like a heart or a spade to go with this, so that was relatively decent, but we'll limp. We'll play it small ball and see if we can't hit our first draw here. We'll discard 2. Okay, we hit a 5. That's good. Now we have a really good 3-card Badugi. I don't know if we're going to do much betting. Also here, we opened 3s under the gun. We get 3-bet and immediately 4-bet. So we'll just click that fold button. Jacks and ace king. Here we're opening the ace 7 suited. Big blind sitting out. I don't really Never really did play into my decision, but I guess it kind of helps that they're sitting out. And discard one. Heart. It's a heart. Got backdoor spades. Could turn this into a raise hand. They check relatively quick. I think we go for the bigger sizing now. Essentially our airball bluff, we just take one stab at this one. If they check flop, like what are they really going to be calling with? Here we stood pat, or we didn't stand pat. We called raise, and then they stood pat. I think we break the queen. And now just fold. Here, button opened, we called the jack-9 suited. Big blind also came along. I don't think I'm going to go for the raise. But now on this, I am going to bet. And what should we do for sizing? Like 3.6? Something like that. We just win it with jack high. That's always cool. Seems like a good hand. What's likely going to happen here is they jam. Maybe they open, like we rejam into each of those. Do we rejam into a 24 big blind stack? Now we do over the call. So sizing I would have normally gone here if I was deeper stacked would be like relatively big, but I think I'm gonna just jam. Yeah?
I have like a little red spot.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not gonna bleed and you just need some rest, okay?
It actually was bleeding. It was bleeding.
Okay. Well, it looks like you got it and took care of it, okay? Say goodnight to everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Alright. Good night, hon.
Good night.
Sleep tight. I'm not sure here. Like I'd called nines, I'd probably fold sevens. This flop hits our range way stronger than it does Rob's. Rob has a lot of like ace king, ace queen type of stuff. He also has stuff like jacks and tens that could be like checking as a trap, but there's a lot of like high card stuff in there too. If he checks again, I'm gonna check. Why check flop and then go big on this turn though? I'm kind of tempted to call down. I'm going to call down. I mean, if he's got jacks or tens, he's got jacks or tens, but I feel like he's got ace king a lot here. Kings, okay. Curious why he checked that flop. I don't know what I would have done on rivers when we didn't connect with our set. It would have been a weird spot. I could have kept the 9 of diamonds, which was a potential, but I did not. Kind of wishing I had that 9 of diamonds now. Raising the ace 10 off here. We'll check here. Rob's betting here. I don't know. He's got the button. He could kind of just be bluffing. I don't know. Should I look him up to see if he's bluffing? He had a weak Badugi. We're going to go big on this flop. 9s, kings, aces, queens, all good for us. Spades also good. There's just so many good cards for us. I'm going to go 3.5 here. There's a lot of stuff that they can call with too. So when they can call a lot and a lot of turn cards are good for us, I think that's a reasonable time to go big. And we just get a fold, which is totally cool too. We only have ace high. Should I pitch the jack or keep it? I don't know. Given that I'm not going to call a bet, I should probably go for the bigger hand multi-way. Especially on the first draw. I think it's get rid of the jack. Opens up the more potential. Half the suits are available, and then we're trying to hit a low card. We get 2 draws at it rather than 1. It feels like the better option. Here we got the ace queen again. Look at that rank. We're 1 of 18. How much are they paying? How many places? 5 spots paid. Wait, did I drew already and I was just waiting on that? I totally missed that. Check here, we've got the backdoor, or gut shot for the straight draw. And no other backdoor draws. We drill the queen if you couldn't tell. Here we drilled the queen, we went relatively big, and they could go big again. It's just high likelihood that they've got a hand like queen jack or something like that, right? And we really want to get paid by that? Yeah, they give it up. I didn't think they had too many spades. We have the ace of spades blocker, which is always cool. Rob says, I checked because you didn't understand why I didn't bet, and then I bet big on the turn for the same reason. That makes sense. Throwing me into weirder spots, like you got the right thing, and then obviously the river saved me in that spot. I'm just going to check this. Checked pot, multi-way. It doesn't matter what I do, you have my number. Sometimes it happens like that. Can you bet into me one more time, sir? I want to get paid by an 8. Go half his stack. What did he have? An 8? Seems perfect to me. Hold here. Ooh, so close to being a good draw. I might pat. They have to call a lot into this, and in position, like, we just can do this a lot. We limp the ace-4. Mommy will be back in just a little bit. I'll tell her to come see you, okay?
No, I saw her and she went that way.
Stop looking out the window. Let her do her walk thing.
And she went and she was like for a long time. And now she's going for another round.
Well, she wants to get her exercise with Queenie, okay?
But Queenie's getting tired. I see Queenie walking and Mommy's like running.
Oh.
And then
Okay. How about you go back into bed and you lay there, okay?
Okay.
It's time for bed so you can get your rest.
I just miss Mommy.
Hey. I know. I'll have Mommy come see you when she gets home, okay? Okay. Good night. I mean, I don't really want to call, but like the odds of hitting a good club, 1 out of 13, like, seems decent. Now for a 2 big blind bet versus Stan's pat. I think we're gonna get out of the way. So let's just click fold here and let's go here. We defend big with 3-3. If we bet, we're gonna get called by single diamonds. Okay. Ending registration here. Still in first place. Take those. That seems pretty darn cool to me. Fold that. We're gonna fold this. Let's go down here. Playing limped pots in Badugi. Looking for a low spade. A raise. Gosh, this is such a good draw too. But what am I gonna do on future streets? I mean, it's such a good draw. I have to call two, right? Wrong black card. Wanted a spade. The 6 of spades would have been beautiful. They both stood pat. Makes sense. We get a check all in and a Call. I'm assuming call. Ouch. Oh, reverse ouch. Look at us. They didn't even have the Queen of Hearts. We drew Crummy here. I mean, Gibber, we're just getting all the hands. Boo earns. They played pretty face up against us last time, so we like to see that check. I think I check again. Not really trying to get all the stacks, but I'm trying to make them feel comfortable with some of their weaker holdings. Well. Seems pretty decent. Sorry, dude. Oh, Gibber, thank you for the... I didn't see the spam messages coming in. Here we opened under the gun, got called by East Coast Bitter. We've got a 4-3 deuce. Seems pretty decent. East Coast drew 2. Yeah, he stands pat. Oh, interesting. Really annoying. Really annoying. Like, we have such a good 3 card. Why does he check? I've got 5 high. Should bluff. I think he's got too many like Queen X, weak Ace X combos that doesn't want to bet on this specific one, so. That goes huge. We've got 5 high. What do you want us to do, dude? Can't call a 5 high. I might go Busto here. Stands pat. Jeez. Jeez. I have to give up. I have to concede my half big blind. We're essentially out of the Badugi now. Kind of stinky. We didn't win a hand for a very long time. We bricked all our draws. It would have been nice to do something. We were always in positions where people are standing pat. All he does is river sets. Hey, yeah. Hey, this time it didn't hurt anyone. It only helped me and Gibber. So let's go here. We've got blind versus Babker. This is a limp call. We flop top pair. Everyone keeps folding in this game. We can have king queen, please. I didn't want to. Oh, whew. Gibber, we can't lose in this tournament. Have we lost a single hand? I don't think so. I feel like we just straight up win everything. Here we're gonna be all in with ace 4 to start. Here we call off with the ace 10 for 8 bigs, testing the we can't lose theory against jacks. There's a 10. There's an ace. We can't lose. We made a jack high Badugi. Discard one, they discard one. Cool, we want to keep seeing them discard cards because we've got a Badugi. Look at that, we've got 1.3 big blinds. Crushing it. Do I go with just the ace 4? Or do I try and wait for a decent 3-card Badugi before getting it in? I think we go with the ace 4. Oh, heads up. Yeah, I'll take this. 9s? Versus ace king? Like, we don't lose this. Ah, we lost it. Dang. Here we're drawing for our tournament life. 10 high Badugi was not 10 high 3-card Badugi was not enough. We're out there in 21st place. We still have these two. The normal no limit hold'em series and the 50-50 for Gibber, which we're at the final table of already, sitting 1 of 9. We had to finish in the top 5 to make money, and first place will be $156, which Gibber could get half of that. Mean cash would be 35. We want to see people get knocked out. We want to make it to the top 5. 1, 2, relatively short stacks. What's this? Oh, hello. Hello, 7. Please don't have the king of clubs. Yes! He calls there with a lot of singular high clubs, and when the king comes off, it doesn't connect with that unless it's the king of clubs. Fold now. Got someone all in here. We probably would have defended big, but once they get in there, I think it makes it it complicates things where we don't get paid as much after the flop. So I'm gonna just fold. All in. All in. Call. Ace king, ace 10, queens, or ace 7 would have been dust. Queens holds. Jay Sedum setting himself up for a good run here. King Jack's cool, right? We're just behind, like we dominate so few of his jamming hands there that we just have to fold here. We're hoping to be in like a 40% spot, and it's just like I don't want to get into a spot where I'm like kind of hoping I've got 40%. Yeah, Gibber, let's go. Final table. I did some good run there. I don't think I can just straight up jam, and I know we're 4 away from the money, and like a lot of other spots I'm just jamming here, but I think we can accomplish the same with like a min raise and applying pressure later, and they're just gonna look us up with their like decent value when we jam because they're still 4 spots away from making the money. Do we raise into this guy? I think I'm going to let it go with the 10-3. I'm going to go decently wide, but the 10-3 is just like so bottom of range that I'm going to avoid that specific spot. I don't think it's in any 2 cards situation. I'm going to do what I can. I mean, we're in such a good spot on the final table here. Can we exert a good amount of pressure going towards first place? I think there's a decent chance, especially this person's sitting out. Okay, we can't call a jam. I think we'd like to see someone bust. Ideally, we have like 2 people bust and this sitting out person stays alive. So then it's really advantageous for people to try and avoid busting out before them. And then we can exert a lot of pressure. So this kind of helps. It'd be good if, you know, like this Ben person busts out. Then we can just put a lot of chip leader pressure on everyone. Oh, we can't when people just open jam.
Actually, no, on your break you don't need a fountain.
Okay, all right. Good night. That's fine. Oh, they're not sitting out anymore. That kind of works against our strategy a bit. See how much this person wants to play against us. Because they have the button here. This would be the most advantageous spot for them to. We probably should continue with the 3-bet and not many calls. That's a flop. We shouldn't have too many like made diamond hands. I think it's bet small again and then go bigger on the river. Like we get looked up by kings and 10s, I guess, too. What are we? We're not getting better to fold. So maybe we don't go for a bluff here. Just snap bets. I don't think he snap bets with a high diamond. I could have checked flop or turn, but I kind of like setting my own price there too. I lose some visibility to his hand strength when I keep betting small though. I don't know. That's a weird one. With the ICM in play too. Like, is he gonna fold a king if I go huge? I don't know. Everything has got to be weird for him in that spot. Like, everything. But how much do I trust him to fold is, like, part of the question. But look, they're sitting out again. That's good for us. Oh. Wrong one. This one. 5 bigs. It's essentially all in. Would we call 10 bigs with the ace-6? I think we don't. Folds to us. I think we jam the king-4. Do we ever 3-bet over an open? Maybe this guy's open. Honestly, it may make sense to 3-bet them. I don't think I would, though, with the king-4 off. I don't know. Kind of just hope it folds to us and we jam into them. Do we call 3.8? Maybe not. If they jam, I might fold to put the pressure on them to call off. Not much going on over here. I think it's a little bit more interesting of hands. Oh, wow. I mean, 4 ones that we're playing. I think we just straight up jam this. They are on the cusp of making them. Yeah, ace king then call off. Yeah. 6. I think we almost should have stuck with our previous line of like min open and let them jam into us whenever they have a hand and we fold. Like if they're playing so inelastic when it comes to it that maybe we just take a low variance route, just min open. They fold all their junk, they jam anything that they want to play with. We only get a marginal amount of increased folds when we jam. I don't know, maybe that's the play. G7 calls versus us. This is a wide open for us to take. Ace, 10, 6, middle pair. Seems like a really conventional spot to take a check. I think I check a lot of turn cards too. I think so. And we're checking to call this and then also call rivers. They have 7s. I don't think they have many 7s. I think they have a lot of like king jack, king queen, queen jack. They have sets of 9s and 8s, right? King Jack. Stuff with spades. We check flop. They could very easily put us in not having an ace, which we don't. But do they check flop with an ace? I don't know, maybe like ace 9, but I don't know. I think I have to look this up. I would have rather not have the queen, to be completely honest with you. But we'll see. Yeah, spades. Okay. Sweet. Ooh, 3-bet? This is essentially to get Keck Geek out of there. Like, we're not folding and they're probably not folding. Yeah, alright. Cool. We'll take it. There's just king high. Blinds have gone up. We haven't done anything over here. We're 4 of 8. It's very close. We were trying to exert ICM pressure. Now, like, literally everyone is really close, except for this person kind of being in a clear lead. I mean, we call. We've got a 5 to a potential straight. The betting pot is suspect, you know? 5. Where's the 5? Yeah, pot was just gonna get us to fold. We got an all-in over here, 2 all-ins. This could push us 1 away from the money if we can see a 8. Yeah, the queen's gonna stay alive. Move some chips around. Big hand over here. Kings are gonna hold. I think the same logic as before. We've seen them play relatively straightforward. So we go with this. If they raise over it, we just fold, and then we just get all their other junk to fold without risking our whole stack. So we'll go 3 and just live with it. I don't know. Do I do it here? I mean, ICM says we just can't call this in an otherwise decently close chip EV spot. Yeah. Alright. Not eliminated, but real close to it. We're going to be on the money bubble in just a second. And break time. So, almost in the money for Gibbert. And then here, we're 2 out of 18 on the first break. So, I'm going to take a quick break, grab some water, and I'll be back in about 4 minutes. Stick around. All right. Back from break. 2 of 18. It helps when we got lucky versus Rob, and then we've kind of just stayed in pretty good shape since then. Here, 4 of 7. Actually, 4 of 6, right? No, 4 of 7. This person's pretty much out. 5 make the money. So super close between a lot of us. I'm imagining someone's just going to play poor on the bubble here, so let's just like make the money and then go for something. Gibber making another nice run in the road to Vegas on Club GG. All right, currently 27 or 23 out of 70. If I get to the final 2 tables, I'll try and set up a stream. What do you have to get the seat? So like top 1, top 2, something like that. A main event package, dude. Could be huge. Good luck. You're still, 70 people, so it's still a long ways. I think we're supposed to fold here. Like 7 bigs. The last thing we want is for us to lose versus them and put ourselves in a spot to bubble. So, I don't really want that. Fold there. Again, we'll just be essentially relatively tight, hoping to get into the money. So in the money would be $35. Where does it go from there? 35, 47, 62, 90, 156. So again, like, we're 5 of 7, but who's in second place? I don't know. They all have 15 big blind stacks. Whoever wins this hand will be in second place, but it's like we're right on their heels. So it's not worth going crazy about. There's a clear 7, there's a clear 6. Then all the rest of those payout spots are up for grabs. Fold. All in called. This is great. King or jack, please. Another king or jack. Oh, no, not even a jack. We need a king only. King? Or a 10. A 10 would have worked. That really log jams all this. Look at this. 15, 14.2, 14 and a half, 14, 14. Gotta win it. Oh, okay, Gibber. I see you. Go do it, man. Go do it. He's king 7, 8. King and a 7. A 5, 6 would have looked kind of cool. Wow. I mean, we don't really care what happens here. Not much changes. I mean, for 0.3 bigs closing the action, I guess we call it. Oh. Chef's kiss. Okay, good luck, Gibber. Lock it up. Jack 5, the nuts. This is going to be a situation where we check down a lot. Because we just want to bust this player. What is this guy doing? probably even shouldn't be betting a 10 there. Like, you just want that person to bust, but it is what it is. Gosh, so close with the 5 of us. Like, the thing is, one of us 5 is going to bust without making the money. And then also one of us is going to get, like, second and third. Not, like, this guy's guaranteed first, but so much coming down to how the cards fall in the last little bit here. Ooh, wow. We'd love to see some blood. Dang it. What is this? We get aces on the direct money bubble? What a gift. Contemplated limping. I don't think I can limp on the direct money bubble. I wish this guy would have been more aggressive throughout this whole thing. Because then we get a decent amount of jams from him. But I guess we're unlucky there. We'll just take the 2 big blind win and move on. We'll call here with the suited, connected-ish kind of cards. However, that's not our suit and not really our connectedness. The 8's kind of cool, but he's so short stacked that it's not really worth it. Don't have ace 9 or ace 10. Don't do it. Everyone's playing super tight. I was kind of expecting someone to just like lose their mind. And we see a bust out, but everyone realizes we're on the direct money bubble. They just keep folding hands. Fold, 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 fold. Here's an interesting one. 7s. Like, no lie, I think we fold 5s and potentially mix 6s, and then this becomes like a raise fold. I love that. I loved raising and taking it down there on the direct money bubble. We kind of clearly put ourselves into third with these three towards the bottom. And here we've got a hand versus JB Twin Cities. Raising it up seems pretty good for the King-Queen offsuit. We'll continue once here, and then just hope we hit a 10. A 10 that's not a spade. We'll show the king. JB will see exactly what we had anyways, so it's not like it's that crazy. Totally standard play to limp call. I'm assuming a weaker king, and then on that board to give it up. We had a straight draw to go with our stuff, so that helped out a bunch. Here's a potential interesting hand. The two other bigger stacks might be going at it here. Although I expect this goes bet, raise, and then fold a lot. So not too exciting, but gives us a new chip leader. Blinds go up. They're down to less than 8 big blinds. And we fold. I'd really like to see either of these two just jam here. When they jam, I have to call incredibly tight. They have to call incredibly tight. And then it's really up against this person. It's a really advantageous play for them to just jam. Hey, they did it. Good play. Guess what? They can do it again. Same situation. Will we see it? I mean, they know I can't call. They're strengthening their chip lead. Raise there. They should. Just really wishing that 6-4 suited versus ace-king hand just never happened, because then we would be sitting there with a 30 big blind stack rather than them. But probably would have just ran into it in another way. Here we're 5 of 11. Haven't really been doing much the past few hands. Carl and JB both sitting with 70 big blind stacks. Pretty good spots for them. We're at 50. Yeah, I had to have had a better kicker. I had the nut no pair hand. So my kicker also helped me play with straight outs. So that was cool. I think we call here. We check raise. I think so. Do we check turns after check raising? Probably. I don't know. They probably just send all their kings, so. This is an annoying spot. King 10 in the big. I have to call 4.5 to win 11. Like, the math says we should call here. It puts us into the money. If we're wrong, we go to 6 bigs, which puts us right next to them. Ay, it's so close. I think I have to be a nit and fold. It's real close though. I think they're jamming relatively tight, so we have to give, have to be somewhat concerned about that. Don't jam, please. Don't jam. Remember when I was talking about like, hey, I have to fold so much, I have to be so tight. That was the exact kind of situation where it's like I want to play the hand, but I just can't in that situation, that spot. Likewise here. If it folds to me, I will jam into them, but I'm not loving life. Oh, jeez, they limp. I think we're going to just get out of there from a limp. Such a crummy spot for us, ICM-wise. Right, like we want to make the money. There's clearly 3 stacks shorter than us, although these 3 are getting close to us, kind of where we're at. I have to imagine they're going to limp call. If they limp fold, that's so weak. Yeah, Jack 10. Real bad play out of them. Wow. Imagine us with the 5s here. Imagine? I'm imagining. Now, us all tied. We get the queens. I mean, we can't not take this spot. Oh, they had jacks. Oh my god, are you kidding? What a insane spot. I mean, works out for us, but holy cow, how are they ever as strong as jacks there? Now we're tied for chip lead. If I recall, I was protecting my blind since I had the king. Yeah, no, I totally said it made a lot of sense for you to limp call a king there. Made a ton of sense. But I just had a good hand. Can you smell the 3-bet that I'm cooking up here? Oh yeah, I can smell it. I've got an all-in on the ACR table. Was first in the Badugi, but now bad cards. Yeah, that'll happen. Kind of a swingy game. Wow, he called it off with Jack 4. And the 4 drills and we're in the money. We get a call from Carl. JB folds. Queen high flop. Oh, we got fireworks going on over here. Just going with it. Just don't have a queen. Show 10s. Yeah. Thank you. You don't need to go crazy versus me when I check. Okay? Nice. Alright, so we are second out of 5. Some short stacks. We have to be wary of ICM, but a little bit of the pressure has been lifted from us. So I think we can defend the Jack 9 here. We've seen them go kind of crazy. We'll just check fold. No spades. Some backdoor outs, but just not good enough. We've seen them raise a ton. I'm going to be finding a lot of like looser. Oh my god, they have 9s. I did not. And they drill a set of 5. It's kind of ridiculous for them, to be kind of honest. Like, they are getting hit with the cards. They're getting looked up whenever they have the cards and losing. It's just kind of insane. This is an interesting one. I think we're supposed to call because it's like middle of our range, like good enough value. There's some reason to 3-betting it because we have the offsuit combo. But I don't know. Kind of curious that spot. Yeah, Gibber in the money. Top 5 locked up. I have the King of Hearts. I think I'm supposed to call. I'm worried about them more than I am them. Damn. Okay, we fold. Let's go here. All in at a call. We're hoping ace-5 wins. And we're off to a good start. Just no 10, and we've got a ladder. Ladder. And final table of the home game tonight. So where we're at, the chip leader has 16 big blinds. We've got 12 and a half, 15, 10. Let's get second. Should be relatively easy for us to get second. Jam, thank you. Makes our decision super easy. Levels the playing field even more. No, we're in 4th place. I mean, with the stack size, I think you can say you should be just min opening. But final table here, 2nd of 9. We have an open from early position. We call with 8s. Ace, King, 7 is pretty garbage for us. Get out of there. Our King 7 wins, and now we're close to chip lead. Like, stuff is just going to move so quick. Open the ace king. Get jammed on. Gonna be easy call for us, but we'll see what happens behind as well. Okay, easy call. We're in a great spot. Good flop. Good turn. Good river. Down to 8. Chip lead? No, not quite. I'll fold the queen 5. Fold that. I'll probably show more of these hands four-handed, short stacked, like it's gonna go quick. This is interesting. Ace 6 is the worst ace that we could get. I think with how short everyone is, we have to fold here. But man, if we win that confrontation, we win the tournament. So there's like something very interesting about it. Because they're going to keep jamming and putting pressure on us. Like, they just keep winning by avoiding confrontation. Well, they're going to win with this ace, it looks like. And put us down to three-handed. Here we open the king 9 suited. We got 3-bet by Carl. We'll just give up the king 9. We'd call the king 10, I think, but not the king 9. Call off and lose. Like I said, we want to get second. Second's pretty darn cool. Well, that's interesting. uh, 6-3. Come on, 6. I mean, they were just jamming literally everything, and now they move into second place. We're in a clear third. We wanted to have that work for us, but this could be us moving up towards the top. Nope. I'm going to call the A7 suited. King 9 will send at him to avoid any sort of pressure. Kings. And 1. So GF Hawk with the chip lead. If I double up and chip leader, which is always nice. That. We just limped. I mean, we limp trap a lot of aces there, so this is a pretty good board for us outside of us actually hitting second pair. So he never checks back an ace, so he's just so capped. I think we defend the 5-6. Not a good turn. I was like, I imagine I get raised a lot here, which I don't love. But at least I only lose one big blind, figuring out where I was at with that hand. I don't know. This is a really weird, like, spot. Like, we want to see these two battle against each other. It's why I'm folding a lot of buttons. I want to see them two battle, make a mistake. We get 3-bet by JB. I think we call if we have a suited combo, but ace-10 off, I don't know. We'll show an ace. We'll say, you got us to fold an ace, JB. Come on. Let's see some blood. Go all in. Yes. Call. Call. Shoot. Oh, we would have called off there. All right. Not having to. All in. Oh, wow. All in over here. Aces versus king, queen. King, queen. But the 7 counterfeits it. Wow. What a hand. We get a walk here. Love walks when I only have 8 big blinds. We have to jam the queen jack. It's not strong enough to trap. Head jack jack, the hand where I 3-bet you. Alright. Alright, JB. Well done. All in and a call, ace 6. We got second place locked up. Here we go. Heads up. We got a chip disadvantage. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Locking up second place for 89.70. Not the jack high. Not the jack high. Not the 10 high. I'm a total nit. I'm a nit. King, jack, jack 9. Good spot for us. No 9, no club. No 9 or 10. Alright, double up. Give us 14. They've got 29. Evening things up for us here. Getting closer to even. It's not actually even. They limp. Man, there's something tempting about raising here. Let's get a comeback going. I'm going to just fold the 8 deuce. Not good. I know that 3-bet shocked you. You don't 3-bet too much. But like we would have found some continues there. But I think offsuit combos of aces just like work so negatively against you. Ace 10 is pretty decent, obviously. Do we check raise here too? I don't think so. I think we'll just call. I'm scared about them just like going massive in different spots. This might be an exploitive fold for me to make here. A lot of their bluffs do contain queens, and then all of a sudden they go big. I don't know. I don't make that fold versus a lot of people, but I'm going to make it versus them. And can I get something better than, like, Jack X offsuit? Like, I don't want that. King 6. Ace Jack, I mean, he's going to do that all the time. It's just a matter of am I getting myself set up. King? No. Alright. Second place for us. GG's random dude. 89.70? 89.70. Half of that going to Gibber. Hey, Giver. 6 out of 25 on Club G. Let's go, dude. It's your lucky night. 44.85. Going to be heading your way, Giver. Let me know your ACR name. Because I think I've done this to you before, where you wanted the ACR sent to you. So I'm assuming that's what you just confirm with me, okay? All right. Yeah. 28%, 7%, 4-6. Wow. All right, chop it up with the ace kings, knock someone out. We are 2 of 6. All right, let's see how we do in this thing. The deuce made it look a little bit better than it actually was for him. Already had 2 pair and that deuce wasn't doing anything, so 3 pair is not going to play for him. Fold that. Thank you, Giver. Congratulations on your share. We've had decent luck with the 1650s. Like, I mean, it's still a normal tournament. We still bust out before the money a decent amount of the time, but I think we've won it and got second place twice. We've probably only ran giveaways maybe like 15 to 20 times. So we're like well above average in terms of like how well we do with the giveaways. And I know Gibber has benefited twice from it. I think JB benefited once for sure, maybe even twice. Let's just do some damage in the home game now. This is a really bad 3-bet from me, just from the aspect of like, if Carl 4-bets, I think I have to just find a fold with 7s, but it's like top of the folding range, and therefore maybe it's just better to call. But my thought was if I raise and I get heads up versus Marble's going to fold a lot, and like we do get a good amount of fold equity. But when we don't get folds, 7s plays really crummy there. I'm not really loving it. So I think that was a bad 3-bet from me, but it did work out. Gonna raise. GF Hawk and JB are both 40 effective, so I'm gonna go 2.2, but we get a flat from the small stack off of 15. GB says once. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was once or twice that the giveaway worked out for you. I thought there was potentially a time where we like min cashed. You got first ones for 50 each. Yeah, we almost got that tonight with Gibber. Would have been 75 each. 78 technically. So would have been cool. We're gonna go small because they're 10 bigs in the big blind. Get second, Taylor. Hey, I know you're still alive. I can't get 7th anymore. I think that's what Gibber guessed. Yeah, so second is the last live potential option, which we're currently second out of 6. We could go heads up against JB, and then JB beats me heads up to, you know, lock up the giveaway win and the home game win. Nice, nice turn and river card there. I enjoyed that. Now we're second of 5. So, JB, you could set yourself up to decide your own fate here. But I hate to be a spoiler, but I do plan on winning this because I want to rack up the number of home game wins that I have. Jack 3 suited. How does one feel about the Jack 3 suited? Think good enough for an open. We'd fold versus this jam. Versus a 3-bet from GF Hawk. We'll just fold on a Jack high flop. Seems pretty good. This might be one of the weird times where I check back top pair, but it feels like the right spot for it. Now we'll go half pot. And again on the river. I think we get called by so many 8s. I mean, hearts are going to fold. 7's what we would have heard from by now, so feels like we got the winner. Played for me a second time a month or so ago, but we didn't hit anything. Yeah, I remember that. That was somewhat recently. I think that was only a few weeks ago, actually. And I do remember us like not really getting anything going. Unfortunate, but that's how tournament poker goes, you know? Sometimes you just don't win many hands and you're knocked out. Three bet. Fold. We get a walk. Do I even want to limp this? I think I may just fold for half a big blind, to be completely honest. Okay, that makes it easy. Just don't have much there. I like backdoor straight, but it's like, really? Thought about 3-betting there. I thought just given game flow is going to get looked up a lot, like by Carl, and I don't really want to get called with like a7 off there. All in for 7, we get folds. We'll fold that. What did I fold? 9-6. Oh for 4 at MSPT. Ouch. Yeah, that happens. Honestly, it's kind of like the expected too. Like, how many people get paid in MSPT stuff? 11%. So on average, you're gonna go 1 for 9, which is kind of like crazy when you think about it. But that's the life we sign up for as tournament players. Going 1 for 9 is just somewhat expected. Nice. It's 7 high. But I had straight and flush draws. When I raise, it makes it more credible for me to bet and get them to fold on the river rather than check or just calling and then trying to make a bet on the river. It's just more reasonable to go for a raise line there, I'm pretty sure. What are we representing? I don't know. All in, call, ace-9, in good shape, gonna stay alive. We'll raise. We will get called. We will see a flop. We will flop top pair, top 2 pair. That was a big bet. Fold the king 6. got a lot of play left. Everyone's pretty deep stacked, so I don't need to go too crazy. It's a lot about just keeping my chip lead and a good chip stack over everyone. Queen 3 will be a check for us. Queen of Hearts is pretty nice. Definitely gonna call once. No heart. It would have been nice to see a 9, a jack, an ace. Give us a little bit more extra equity. I think we check and lose to ace high a lot here. Chop it up. Give us the heart, though. And also kind of glad we didn't get a jack. That would have given JB a pair and the same straight draw as us, so it wouldn't have improved us in the slightest. Likewise with some of that other junk. 4-4. We're deep enough to set mine versus JF Hawk. GF Hawk. GF, JB, GF. I can say my letters. Yeah, this feels like a call to me. JB says, yesterday, first round of tournament, I had 2 pocket pairs 6 times, including aces twice, and aces got through, everything else failed. Ouch. That will happen, especially in the early stages. I think we'll just block bet here with our 4s. Nice. Gonna raise. This is one where we call a 3-bet with this hand if they do 3-bet. Goes with the small sizing, which can be somewhat scary, somewhat not. Wow. Can you whiff a flop any harder than we just did? I don't know. That was the whiff of all whiffs. Like, get me into trouble. Put a 6 out there. Make it jack 6 deuce or something and, like, get me into trouble. Break time coming up here in just a little bit. I'll just step away, grab some water, cough for a bit because my allergies suck, and then I'll be back and we'll play out this final 5 and hopefully results in a win for us, but we'll see. Jack 9 suited, obvious call. I mean, I could 3-bet, but this just does so well post flop that I'm just gonna continue with the call. Flop a gut shot draw with an over. I mean, we can raise this if we wanted to. Like, that's definitely plausible. Wanted an 8. Let's check a lot here. A7 makes sense. They could get a lot of other junk to fold, and then we do have 4s there too that wants to take that sizing. 4s and 10s, I guess. But it feels like a kind of crummy spot to bluff because the diamonds whiff. And people put you on missed flush draws a lot in spots like that. Alright, break time. Not first of 5, second of 5 now, but still have a totally fine chip stack. So be back in just a little bit. Stick around. Alright, we're back. Playing out the final 5 here. Can we get a status update from Gibber? Last we heard he was 6 of 25 in the Club GG. Needing to win for a main event spot. Hopefully he continues to climb up those rankings. Also, Gibber, let me know how I can send you your 50-50 stake from the ACR tournament. So let me know what you would like there. We don't call it jam. But we will play multi-way with the ace of clubs. Solid bet spot for us. We take it down. Jack 9 offsuit. This is a loose open, but I'm gonna take it. Call. We get a 9. Deja vu. Same bet. Same result. Dang. Feels like a checking spot for us. With the ace, the backdoor diamond draw, the backdoor straight draw. Feels like a good spot for us to check. There's that backdoor diamond draw. We're gonna size up a bit here. Ace should be good. Other draws exist out there. Potential for 10s and 8s to continue along. But no, we just take it down again. Easy sledding for us. Confrontation free. Easy call for us to make with the king 9. So we'll do that. Give us 10 out of 13. All right. Just turn it around, dude. Still alive is still alive, you know? Kind of scared of ace high here. Send to ACR account, Gibber 3. All right. Can do. I think we go big, get him off ace high. Okay, works. Fold. Wow. Top pair versus flush draw, getting it in. I kind of missed it, but big one for JB. Puts Carl into 5th place. One Jack Flack now into 4th. All right, Gibber. All taken care of. Good luck, good luck. And thank you for winning. Guessing that we were going to win last week. And then also taking advantage of the 50-50 stake. So let's get a jam here. That sounds cool. Ooh. Real small sizing. think I have to call off. We beat 10s just barely. GG's, JB. We're a very clear chip leader. GF Hawk very clear in second place, and then two people kind of tied for third here. Yeah, just an unlucky spot, JB. Jacks versus 10s on a 9 high board. Come on, right? Just always unfortunate to lose that late into the evening. Final 5, something like that. Let's just see if we can win it. We got JB's lucky chips now that we can put to work for us. I can raise here, I can limp. I'm going to choose a limp versus 11 bigs. Oh, I'm sorry. I've had really bad allergies, so like all like bundled up. Maybe we got a pair. I think we lose versus a 9 a lot of the time here. Jack. Also, essentially that same situation. I don't really want to call it jam. Not a huge fan of calling even this, but we flop decently well. That is decently well. We're 100 bigs deep with 4 people left. I almost picked you for first because of Badugi. That would have been... That's honestly the right logic. We ran poor to start Badugi, but man, I win a lot of Badugi tournaments. I just kind of I need to get off to the right start. I'm not going to finish second too often in Badugi. Put it that way. Down to the final 3. I'm going to try and play a little bit quicker. I think it's going to work to my advantage to play a little bit quicker versus my opponents and get them to play quicker versus me. Queen Jack is a perfect hand for me to continue as a bluff here in this spot. Although not having a club kind of stinks, but we're gonna bet king high plus the 4 for a straight potential. And then check and beat a lot of single club hands. Oh no, he had a deuce. Fortunate. Call. Imagine a lot of calls. Yeah. Queen. Oh, we're just drilling so many flops. If they would have opened button, I think I would have jammed the Jack-10 suited. I have a feeling I'm going to get looked up just based off of like how the hand is played out, but I have to go bigger there because I'm not going to just give up on the hand. I think he has a lot of floats there that we're trying to like get out of the way. We're kind of drilling a lot of flops, and when we don't, getting our bluffs through. So it's been pretty good run for us to start this three-handed play. Potentially can call there. But I'm just gonna find a fold, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna fold to one big blind raise. But I am going to call here and then drill another 7 on the turn. Oh, even better, a 5. That's not what I said. Not what I said at all. Maybe on the river? Maybe on the river? Beat 8-9, beat King Jack, lose to Ace Queen. probably just going to give up now. I don't have much value in that spot. I'm supposed to fold. It makes it so small. Got some backdoor equity, but it seems pretty thin. I should be able to just win this with a lot of small ball play, I think. I'm going to start raising these small blind versus big blind spots. Always nice the first time that we go for a raise, we just drill top pair. They have very little ace X because they've been using the smaller 3-bet sizings with that, so really advantageous for us. This is a crummy hand. Hey, you got a pair. Got 2 pair. I've got 2 pair. Do I call for 5.5? I gotta call 4.5. 4.5 to win 12. Oh, okay. Alright, I'll get out of the way. Aces. I was gonna call and would have won, but yeah, I wasn't gonna beat aces. Alright. Good luck, us. Heads up. Against GF Hawk. Floppin' quads. Should I say go Hawk? Maybe you should if you want to win. We got quads though. Sorry, dude. Yeah, JB. Guess second, so you're kind of the anti-hero here, rooting against us. We get top pair with a gut shot draw. We're gonna bet and win. Clean start for us in this thing. Fold the queen high reluctantly. Ooh, out in 8th. Good run, Giver. 42 bucks in tournament bucks. Seems so unfulfilling compared to what could have been, right? But a double positive win for you tonight. A slight win there and a slight win with your giveaway as well. I don't know, should I just fold the single spade? Gonna try and win this thing. We've got a huge chip advantage. Don't really want to get called, but when they limp, they have such a hard time calling off. They jam so many aces and even a lot of kings that we should be pretty good in this spot. I think we might just go 3 streets here just for that exact reason, that they just don't have a whole lot of aces or kings in their range. This might be it. Really good spot for us to be in with the 9s. 100%. 2 nights in a row with the W. Last week we did it twice. This week we only did it once, but winner of the home game. Another nightly series win for us. Really helps when we get quads to start heads up, and then just win a bunch of hands and have 100 big blind to 8 big blind advantage pretty early on. But man, real good night for us. We take down the tournament first out of 37. Let's see what that chip graph looks like. Early, we got chip lead here for a second, was sitting towards chip lead, and then kind of just held on to it for a really long time period. So real good for us to take down that win there. So hey, thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll be back next week. We're going to play the No Limit Hold'em Player of the Year series. Hopefully we can keep this run going, because that would be the tournament to win. But yeah. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in 7 nights for the next version of this. So, peace out. Have a good one. We'll see ya.